Welcome back, folks. The next stop for Camp KTIV takes us to South Sioux City, where the Cardinals, they're looking to get off to a fast start on the field, much like they did in 2023. Now, that fast start last season for the Cardinals began with a 4-0 win streak right out of the gate and defeating their opponents by an average of 36 points, but it was a slow finish for South Sioux, who would end the season at 5-4. Head coach Jackson Dickerson is optimistic the Cards can start hot and keep that momentum rolling later on in the season.
We've got to play South Sioux football and take care of business week 1. And I think as you progress, you know, week 2, if you can do the same thing week 3, it's all about momentum. And if you can carry some momentum into the middle of the year where things get really hard, guys are banged up, and you know, your team's a little bit different than it was in week 1, if you can carry that momentum and carry that into the end of the season, I think you're going to be set up for success.
Now the question then becomes, how will the Cardinals not only be able to carry the momentum, but how will they create said momentum? The answer to that, physical play from both the offensive and defensive lines, one to open holes for senior running back Tony Palmer, and the other to disrupt their opponent's offense.
You know, I like to compete. I'm going to just go out there, just play hard, you know, smash mouth football and just try and make them want to quit. That's kind of how I play.
You know, I want us to stay solid. We're all like close. We've been here since my freshman year, so we all want to win, we all want to make playoffs, and we're all close.
Now the journey to the playoffs starts in week 1, where the Cardinals will travel across the river to take on Sioux City North on August 30th. Kick, that's set for 7 p.m.